was amazing, but I've said it before and I'll keep saying it right now. When I look at this PSG side, it's hard to deny that they are the best team in world football. They're a team, and their players are getting better and better. The young players, the impact of Doue, Barcola, like they can score goals and they can grind it out. And it seemed to me when they went to 10 men themselves, that's when they just wanted to take it to another level, and the quality just shined through. And I would say this right now, for me, in my opinion, they've got the best midfielder in world football in Vitinha. Vitinha, for me, is the best midfielder in world football. And I would like to argue with anyone who thinks not.
Are PSG the favourites to win it for you?
They're in the conversation. I don't think there is one outstanding favourite in this competition. Like Tony said, that this format is very forgiving. What you need to pay attention to is, like we saw last year, PSG and Man City struggle just to make it to the next round. It's all about momentum. PSG caught momentum at the right time with having a good team. But when you talk about the favourites, there are quite a few clubs who are still in there, like 5 or 6 who are capable of winning this competition, but it's momentum as you get towards the later stages of this competition.
Here's a look at the highlights for you, because there's so much to see and there's so much to talk about in this game, including the bucket load of goals that we did see. And
also, we've got to say, Dembele came back and got a very easy goal as well. And Vitinha put the cherry on top with a goal himself, with a fantastic performance. Goals everywhere.
And this is no Pablo Ruiz. This is no Neves, right, in the midfield. Yep. Incredible how they just continue to pick teams apart. And those are two massive. I'm with you. You know how I feel about Vitinha. I was telling you since last year. But those are two massive pieces to the puzzle when you talk about this midfield engine. They're not even there, and then you're putting guys like Doue in, right? And they just continue to pick you apart.
I mean, to say that they beat Barcelona as well, Grell, on match day 2, and now to have this sort of performance as well. It's been a phenomenal start to the new season. For a team that won it all last year, you wonder what kind of motion they would come in this season after such a high, winning it for the first time.
They got guys in the midfield that are monsters, right, at vacuuming up balls and winning all balls. Then they got Vitinha, who's a passing machine in there, right? Then they have the guys in the attack that are speedsters, which is why when you go down to 10 men and there's more spaces in the game, that's why Tony's saying it's a nightmare, because some of the plays are just sheer pace that they have in behind that they're almost undefendable, some of them. And then you got the fullbacks who go forward who can defend as well. Kvaratskhelia coming inside was a little bit of a wizard in his own right. So you talk about the balance and the different pieces that they have. Right now, they're the best team in the world.
It's also when they're missing players, sorry, Poppy. It's also when they're missing players, like Tony said, they step up. Like you talk about balance, right? Vitinha is the architect. João Neves doesn't get a lot of credit, but he can score goals, but he is that pit bull in midfield. He's that enforcer. He puts his tackles in, gets his tackles, wins second balls, keeps it going. Mendes and Hakimi, I keep saying it all the time, there's no two better fullbacks in world football than those two right now. But I would have to say that for me, Doue as well is taking his game to another level. Since he's come into Paris Saint-Germain and getting more regular games, he's taking his game to another level where he's playing at a level where you could probably say he's getting to that border of world class, because the consistency and the performances that he's showing, you don't want to face him. And then we were at first in awe of Bradley Barcola when he first came in. And they've got another 2 players coming in through the academy as well. I think it's Meola, one of the younger players coming through. Unbelievable. But Vitinha, for me, best midfielder in world football. Like, he really is.
Here's his pass chart, because I know you wanted to see this now. It just kind of just puts into perspective how busy he was today.
And let's make no mistake, this isn't kids scribbling on a chalkboard there. Like, this is just where he is as a centre midfielder. He is everywhere, always involved, getting a touch of the ball, just unbelievable.
So I'm assuming the red are the 2 missed passes in the game?
That's it, 2 missed passes.
It's amazing, right? Look at that. He played one out of bounds, Grella. I can't believe it.
It's the involvement.
Probably somebody was down injured and he had to kick that ball out of play.
Yeah, you know what? You're probably right.
You know that? Which is actually insane. 98.4. And then there's a variation in the length of those passes too, by the way.
And the variation is because of how he plays the game in midfield. And when we talk about midfield players, there's different attributes that some midfield players are given with now in the modern game, where he's a defensive-minded midfield player or he's an attacking-minded midfield player. He's going to be judged on these parameters. Vitinha is an all-round midfield player, and the difference with him is, we talk about controlling the game. He is one of the few midfield players in the world that controls and dictates the pace of the game. When to slow it down, when to speed it up, when to maybe take the sting out of the game. Like, he dictates everything, and everything goes through him. He's comfortable in every area and position of the pitch. He can make things happen. He can score goals. Not scared to put a tackle in, not scared to go back defensively and get the ball under pressure. But he is the all-round midfielder.
I can't believe he completed 125 passes in a game. That's what it was, 100.
Yeah, some teams don't.
I was about to say, there are some teams in a half that don't complete 100. We talk about this every week, right? We look at it. They don't complete 125 passes as a team in a half. He did it in a game here. It's incredible. 125 of 127 passes. Yeah. That's 127 times where you had a chance to make a mistake. And twice he made a mistake. We don't even know if the other one is a mistake.
Yeah, we've got to find that one.
Out of bounds,
or for sure it was the left back's fault. 100% that he didn't.
Poppy, how many passes did you complete when you played?
Probably none. Just kidding. It reminds. We were just talking about Luka Modric this past weekend. It kind of that map resembles what we would expect to see from someone like that. But how many of those passes as well that were forward is really impressive. The attacking passes. We've got another viewer comment as well with us on YouTube. Make sure you keep sending them in. PSG back-to-back Champions Leagues will be there. Do you agree?
Oof, I mean, they'll be one of the teams we talk about in the later stages, but to go back-to-back is not an easy feat whatsoever. But I would say from above Luis Enrique and PSG and the ownership group, what they want to put PSG in the map to say that we are one of the big boys of world football. We are on the same level to be judged, like Real Madrid, like Manchester United, like Liverpool. So the intent is there in what they're trying to build, but it's going to be down on these players. It's going to be a tough task, but you'd have to say they are going to be one of the teams that's at least the top three favourites to get to the finals. So.
There's another team in there, though, in the tournament that I really like, and that I said this in the beginning of the tournament as well, that's built for this tournament is Arsenal, a team that's, to me, constantly growing. You make fun as much as you want, set piece FC, defensive side, not doing much. You make fun as all you want, but today they made a big statement, 4-0. I think they're a team that has a lot of patience, a lot of maturity in the way that they play. I think they're constantly getting better. So against PSG, if I'm not mistaken, last season in the game away from home, they were the only team that gave PSG a difficult time. At home, I think they showed them too much respect and gave them too much space and let PSG play, let Vitinha get comfortable there. But when they went away from home and nothing to lose, they were the team that pushed PSG the most, I thought.